New expansion from Native Instruments called Midnight Flow. This one is just right up my alley. I love the jazzy hip hop kind of thing. I haven't done an expansion video for a long time, and I'll have a playlist in the description with all sorts of other videos just like this. And all we're going to do is just look at a couple of the sounds, maybe make a beat, and just see what this expansion is all about. See if it's something that you might be into yourself. I love the jazz and hip hop kind of combination. I'm a jazz student and a jazz teacher, and I love bands like Blue Lab Beats and Moonchild, anything by Amber Navran. She's starting to do some solo projects as well. Check out Reuben James too, another artist from, I think he's from the UK, and he's just incredible. But these kind of loops, already just played around with them a little bit, and I can tell that it's going to be an expansion that I'm going to use a lot. So let's listen to a few kits. One thing I noticed is that it has a lot of different tempos, which is really cool, because some of these libraries come with just loops that are all stuck at, 70 or 80 beats per minute. This one seems to have a lot, and it has major and minor sort of packs of sounds, which is also really good. So already with those first two, you're hearing like the trumpet and the trombone, which is awesome. We don't have near enough trombone stuff in our loop packages. Muted trumpet. Kind of a neat piano trombone thing where they're both playing in sync, which is really cool. Okay, so there we got like some octaves on the guitars, which is just a really neat way to play. Wes Montgomery, check out Wes Montgomery. Synth parts, think like later Herbie Hancock stuff. So let's take that. Okay, I'm going to quantize that, and we're going to get our swing setting right off the bat with these hi-hats. Not swung enough. So about 40% on that one. Turn down our hi-hat. And maybe pan it. Okay, I like that little open hi-hat at the end. Make sure that that hi-hat cuts each other off. So I'm going to click pad mode and go and set this to group 1 and this one to group 1 as well. So now, but let's duplicate it. So I'm just going to hold Option and drag it over here. Now we get a copy of it. I'm going to turn off that other pattern, and we're just going to try the same beat with the kick, the snare, the hi-hats on totally different kits or groups. And a really nice thing about most of these expansions is the way they have sounds laid out. They often have the kick, the snare, the hi-hats, close hi-hat, open hi-hat. Okay, I really like this leaf fall kit, so I'm going to try that one. Do the same thing. I noticed that the hi-hats are all quite loud on this expansion, so I'm just going to turn the hi-hats way down on this one. I could have really played those hi-hats with a little bit more velocity variation, so I'm just going to go turn down those guys. Let's just get a couple of them here. Turn them down. There we go. Looks like we can do them all at the same time, which is nice. Copy these over. I'll do that, and then we'll jump to the next part. Okay, that's sounding way better. Let's take that pattern, and we're just going to copy that over to my other kit. We're going to listen to that one more time. Okay, after all that, I actually like the Midnight kit better, so we're just going to go with that one. But you get the idea of how easy it is to go through and try completely different kits. Let's look at some of the other samples that come in this library. Okay, so let's load up this Moonlight kit and listen to some of these loops. That's pretty fun. Okay, so this one is a bass sound, and if I click on the plugin and click on the sound, we can see that it's a bass sampler. So there's a couple things I can do with this one. I can leave it on this kit and just start playing with it by pressing the keyboard mode. Now let's take it down the octave and play it on the keyboard. So let's just leave that one in keyboard mode on the bass. We're going to remember that one, but we're also going to listen to some of the other samples. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to click on duplicate, click on that guy. We're going to go to a new group, and I'm just going to put it right on the first pad because we're just going to chop this up. So now I'm going to go to sampling. And it's not very loud, so there's a couple things we could do. Let's go edit and normalize, hit apply. Oh, and this is an audio module. So before I do anything, I want to change this to a sampler. So I'm going to click on it and then go to sampler. Now I hit on the sampling and I can slice this up. So we'll click on slice. I think we'll go manual. Manual's kind of neat because all I have to do is click that last one now, and I can keep starting from that point. And I can remove it if I didn't like it and try it again. Now it's ready for the next one. Oh, nice. There we go. Now we're going to hit apply, and we're going to put that all on that first group, and then hit OK. So now I've got all these samples. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so they're all kind of overlapping. So what I need to do is go to pad mode. I need to select all of them. And then I'm going to put them all to choke group 1, and that means they're just going to cut each other off. So now. All right, so let's put something in. Here we go. I'm going to go to another group. We're going to go to a browser, and we're going to go to the loops. So we're going to check out loops for Midnight Flow. So we could look for brass. Well, that's kind of fun. Let me just load that one up, just see how that works in here. So it doesn't work because it's in the wrong key. It says D minor or C sharp minor, and we're in C minor. So let's take this down a semitone and just see if that works. So the problem with that one is it is not swung. So if I want to use that one, I'm going to have to actually quantize it, which means we need to turn it into a sampler. So in order to do that, it's a little convoluted here in Maschine, but we're going to click this little button. We're going to drag it onto a new slot. We're going to mute that first one. So now we've got a chunk of audio that is at the exact tempo of our project, which is 78.29. I probably should have rounded that off, but whatever. So now I can hit the sampler button and change it into a sampler, go to the sampling menu, hit slice, and we're just going to hit, let's go to grid, and we're just going to slice it up to 32 slices. Actually, we're going to put it on this new group, hit OK, and then now we've got that pattern. Do you hear it? Do, 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 do. So now it's actually going to the swing settings of our project. This is just the way Maschine works. Even though it looks like it's exactly on the grid, when you have swing set with this little swing button here, it's actually shuffling it and it works out perfectly. So now we've got this nice little guitar loop. Let's pan that over to the right. And then we could go back to our Moonlight kit. I think this is where I found that bass. Is that right? Yes, so we're gonna click on this bass. All I have to do is click it here. And now on my keyboard, I'm playing that sample. Just like if I went to this guy, now I'm playing that sample. Now I'm playing the bass. Let's play something along with that. And let's go look at the loops one more time and we'll see if we can find some fun like percussion or something in here. So there is a tambourine that's fairly sweet. And then let's go to loops again, make a new kit, and this time we'll try saxophone. All right, let's load this one up. We're gonna go change it to, it's in D minor. We're gonna set it to 2 semitones down and see if this fits. Pretty cool. So of course we could chop that up just like we did the other stuff and play around with it. So let's leave that and just do one more little idea and see what other kinds of sounds we have in here. You know what we could do for a starting point is just go to loops and we're just going to use some drum loops and really cheat. Oh, and our tempo is way too fast. Let's crank that down. Let's load that one up and just let that one play for a bit. Let's go on another group and we're going to go to loops and we're not even going to look at the kits. We're just going to go straight to the loops and see what kind of other instrument sounds we have in here. I'm going to go to guitar again. Well, that's fun. Let's load that up. And you know what? My loop isn't perfect for this, so let's scratch that and just make a beat for this one. So we're going to load up another kit. There we go. We're going to load this one up. Got lots of crunchy sounds, which we get in Crate Cuts, which is probably my favorite expansion of all time. This one's getting really close to that level. I don't know who made this expansion, but it is beautiful. Okay, so I went with the Sparks kit, which that guitar sample is from. And we're going to load up that Sparks piano sound because I found that loop in there. It sounds really good. So I'm just going to go to piano and we'll go to the piano loop that was in Sparks. I'm going to click on it, turn it into a sampler, and then we're going to slice it up. Sampling, slice, and then now I can just do maybe we'll just do detect on this one. And it looks pretty good. Maybe we've got a couple we don't need, like this first one we don't need, so I'm just going to remove that. And then this little bit we don't need, I'll just remove that. So now I hit apply, put it back on the group, and it just replaces everything. Now that's all we've got on that group. And then on this group, let's put a nice reverb. And then we'll go to one more new group and we're going to find a bass sound. Let's go back to sounds and we'll try bass. Load that one up. There we go. Okay, this field recording kit sounds interesting. What's this all about? Let's put that one in. Let's see what else might fit in there. If we go to... This one says D minor. It might work. Oh yeah. All right, now we need some kind of synth lead. Synth miscellaneous. Oh, there we go. Okay, that sounds nice. And we're just gonna play this out, and I hope you enjoyed that because I'm really digging this expansion. I knew I'd be excited about it the second I heard about it. So hit me up in the comments, let me know what you think about it. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and all that, and I'll see you in the next video.